Hello everyone, today we're going to be playing Hero Wars and we're going to be doing the campaign. In specific, Chapter 13 Crystal Throne, Hangman's Crossing. This poor thing was here long before the war with Armageddon. Fighting for land and resources never gets old. This stage is pretty special in the fact that it only has 3 enemies, a Master of the Forest, a Valkyrie, and a Frozen Visage. The loot you can get from this stage is an All-Seeing Eye, Lemort's card, and Phanoptic Orb recipe fragment. The Masters of the Forest do a lot of magical damage. The Valkyries are really effective tanks because they can raise their shield and become 95% resistant to physical damage and 50% resistant to magic and pure damage. And the Frozen Visages can stun and deal a lot of damage to your team. Magic damage. And we're going to begin. I'm using Oliver as a pet because it's kind of my main pet, and Chava as a tank, Yasmin as damage, Krista and Lars as more damage, and Thea as a healer. So yeah, we're going to begin. First stage, 2 Valkyries and a Frozen Visage. The Frozen Visage is obviously the larger threat. Valkyries probably wouldn't put up that much of a threat, because they're just tanks. The Yasmin crit did 900 damage, and it normally does like 20,000. So yeah, that's 95 around. Yasmin's good against the Frozen Visages because they don't have that much health, and she can do a whole lot of damage to them once they hit her, which will be always once they activate their ability. Now there's just one more Valkyrie, and it's gonna die soon. And it's half dead. Doesn't have that much more health. Well, half dead. But Yasmin hits for a lot of burst physical damage. And yeah, now it's dead, and we can move on to the next phase. Next phase has 2 Valkyries and 2 Frozen Visages, so I'm just going to get rid of the Valkyrie. Big area of effect attacks like Krista's can be good against the Frozen Visages because they don't have that much health. They only have around in the ballpark of 70,000 health. And yeah, I didn't do Yasmin fast enough, but if you do it correctly, you can make it trigger in that Yasmin's direction, so it'll only attack like the very front row of your heroes. And that, again, Yasmin, very effective against the Frozen Visages. I just randomly clicked, but yeah, Valkyries, mostly dead. Now that Yasmin's paying attention to them. Yeah, it's around 95, I think it's 95% resistant. Valkyrie only has around 100,000 more health. Each of those bars, by the way, is 100,000 health. They start appearing at 200,000 health, so just things to keep in mind. And it's almost dead. I know it has a little bit more than 200,000 health to start, and it's dead. So let's see, next stage, there's going to be some Masters of the Forest, I'm guessing. 2, I believe? No, just 1. In Frozen Visages. Frozen Visages actually do the same amount of damage as Masters of the Forest. Well, that should be Masters of the Forest do the same amount as Frozen Visages, which is a lot of damage. And I'm going to wait for the Frozen Visage to trigger it. Yeah, like that. So now, because now it triggered in that direction, and still hitting him. Before it changed its target, but yeah. So Yasmin, again, very effective against the Frozen Visages. She might get hit a little bit by the Master of the Forest, but she can most likely survive 1 or 2 hits. And because the other Frozen Visage won't hit her because it's going directly, well, technically, but it's going directly into its different form, where it attacks everyone. So yeah, from that we got an All-Seeing Eye and 10 gold activity points, $2,017. Yasmin did the most damage, and followed by Lars and Krista. And the Frozen Visages, obviously the most damage. Damage taken, Valkyries took the most. They're each Frozen Visage, I would say, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, these ones had 80,000, 83,000. Master of the Forest has 146,000 health. And healing, Oliver healed a lot. So did Thea and Chava a little bit. And Yasmin has Fenris Patronage, which gives her 700 physical attack and 900 armor penetration and 630 physical attack. Krista has Merlin Patronage, which gives her 9,500, sorry, not 9,500, 9,000, keep on saying the wrong number, 950 magic penetration and magic attack. Traveler has Oliver Patronage, which gives him 29,000 health and 2,900 armor. So yeah, that was Chapter 13, Crystal Throne, Hangman's Crossing. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.